Hello everyone, I'm Indie Enjoyer, and since we are now in December and approaching end of the year, I decided to make my top 5 list of 2025 for visual novel slash text based games, and they are not in no particular order. I'm also going to make other top 5s as well for other games like horror and roguelikes, so stay tuned for that. I haven't played that many VNs this year, but I still managed to sort them out and choose my top 5. This list will be a mix of my own subjective enjoyment of the experience, as well as objective observation of the game itself. I will keep this video spoiler free, but if someone wants to go fully blind on these, there will be timestamps to each game so you can just check the name and go play it straight away. Okay, so let's start. First game on the list is Mycopsychosis Remastered. Mycopsychosis is a white and black, with an addition of red, visual novel about a dangerous weather anomaly, heavy clouds with mycopsychosis spores, which are deadly to people. We get told to stay inside and follow PCD's, or Play Control Department's, orders. From this point on, we start the game and we meet various characters as the day goes by. Some of them more likable or trustworthy than the others. Some will want to come inside for safety, some will want our guidance of what to do in this stressful situation. It's up to you, or up to us, to decide who we let in or who we decide to keep outside. We can be as empathetic or logical as we want with our decisions. Perhaps isolation isn't the only or the best solution. I have played this for around 30 minutes to get my ending, and there seems to be quite a few of them. So the replay value will hold you for a bit longer if you want to experience all the game has to offer. It is a horror visual novel, and it does keep you anxious and tense in some of its moments, but for majority of the game, we think more about who we let inside and who we will listen to. It's a fun experience. It has some few unique tricks and mechanics as well to make it more interactive experience than simply reading. The sound design is minimal, with mostly a clock ticking in the background and occasional knock at the door. The hand-drawn style is anime-inspired with unique artist's vibe, so that is always a plus. Second game on the list is Purgatory's Flower. Purgatory's Flower is a unique-looking 2D point-and-click dating simulator where we meet flowers that are imprisoned in hell. So we play as a model prisoner, basically a prison guard, managing and taking in new prisoners to their cells in hell. We find the job so boring that we decide to escape to the purgatory. Whilst doing so, we accidentally walk into a forbidden room where the most dangerous prisoners called flowers are held. We can decide if we want to take them along the escape from hell or if we leave them behind. It's hard to classify this one, as on one hand it is a horror visual novel, but it has more of that macabre and theatrical vibe to it, mixed in with some gentleness of romance, which is conveyed mostly through its visuals and storytelling. Sometimes the story was a little hard to understand due to everything being so fantasy-like and the use of metaphors, but I do think it adds to the uniqueness of the experience. It's a point-and-click game, so we do have some puzzles to solve, but they aren't too difficult, so don't worry about getting stuck. There are a few gentle soundtracks to accompany us, depending on which chapter we are in. It took me around an hour and 15 minutes to complete. The game has 5 endings, so for the completionists out there, you will get a few hours worth of content out of the game, it seems. Overall, it feels like experiencing a theater performance more than just simply reading a novel, which is definitely the unique aspect of this game and worth checking out. Third game on the list is Flower in Us. Flower in Us is a story-driven mystery adventure where we wake up in a locked basement with no memories and a girl tied up to a pole. Hard to say more about the game without actually spoiling it, but the game focuses heavily on the two main characters and their backstories, which we discover as we play through the game. It is a thriller horror novel, but the usage of jump scares is minimal or even non-existent depending on how you want to look at them. The length of the game is longer compared to other titles on the list. It took me 3 hours to finish it, and that was only for one ending, although I think you can get the other endings in less than 20 minutes from a save. It mixes few visual styles. We have pixel art as well as pure anime style within the game. It does remind me slightly of Doki Doki Literature Club with some of its aspects and choices, but I can't say more to not spoil the fun of it. The whole game is very clean and polished in its looks, from the art itself to even how text looks. The sound design is also richer compared to some other games here, with most of it used in specific moments to amplify the scene's effect. It kept me tense through those special moments, and it's definitely worth trying out if you enjoy visual novels and haven't played this one yet. Fourth game on the list is No, I'm Not a Human. No, I'm Not a Human is a game about staying safe inside your own house, not able to live outside during the day, and not letting the visitors in during the night. Probably the most popular game from this list, somewhat similar concept to Mycopsychosis with the being locked in your homes for safety aspect, but it goes for a different strategy. In this game, it's all about letting people in and then checking if they should be staying or not. I mean, we can decide to let 0 people in, but that won't give us much info or story. With time, we are told how to tell the people apart from the visitors. It's mostly physical things, like eyes, nails, and so on. A lot of characters to explore, each with different backstory and reason for being out and about. The art style is definitely its unique aspect, but so is the story, with many speculations and details we might not catch during the first or even multiple playthroughs. It's also the only game on the list which has first-person movement, even if it's just limited to the few rooms of the house. There's a lot to explore in this game. It probably has the highest replay value out of all the games on this list. The greenish, dirty and grainy look the game has adds to the gloom and doom of the atmosphere, especially mixed in with the eerie soundtrack. It's a text-based game for everyone, not just players that are fans of the genre. It's just that unique and interesting. Fifth game on the list is s.p.l.i.t. s.p.l.i.t is a game about a group of people trying to hack into an unethical superstructure. We are thrown sort of in the middle of the action as a group of 3 technicians planning to execute a malware attack onto systems of an organization. It's hard to talk about the story without spoiling it, but the main gist of the game is coding a way to obtain our mentioned goal. And yes, everything in this game is done through coding, which gives the game a unique mechanic as well as puzzle elements. It is not easy if you don't have any coding experience. This might not be for everyone, but it definitely makes you hooked into the game and is done in a way that anyone can learn its mechanics and actually finish it. I am an example of that, as I don't know how to code anything. It's a wild ride when you reach the end and everything unveils itself. It has only 2 endings, yet the beauty of the game is in the unknown and everything outside the room. Mike, the creator of the game, is really good at creating the grim and hopeless settings within his projects. It's definitely worth playing through, or at least watching the gameplay to know the story if someone hates the idea of coding, even if simplified version for a game. So that's all the top 5 visual novels / text-based games for 2025. Seems like most of them were kind of horror-based, but I guess that's just what happens sometimes. Thank you for watching, and tell me some of your favorite games of this year from the genre in the comments below. Subscribe to stay tuned for other lists coming soon. I'm Indie Enjoyer, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!